Welcome to Anno Pax Romana demo. So, I just thought, I don't do many demos recently, and I thought I'll do a demo of this. So I've been away and I've played the demo a few times. Now, you only have an hour. It cuts off after an hour, so that's what we're going to play and that's what we've got. The last time I owned any Anno games, and I had to even look it up, was 2070, which was 2011, and I think I've only played it like a couple of hours since I bought it then, and that was it. I have got the one that's out now, the 1800 one, and it sat there to be downloaded, but I think it's like 120 gig or something, and I thought, oh, I want to play that, and then obviously this came along, and to be honest with her, I actually think, now I've just played the game itself a little bit, the demo, I think the cost of it, I think it's pretty reasonable. Considering we know what games are going at the moment, 70, 80 quid and that. So a £50 game, and I think it's out in the 15th of November. But let's get into it, because obviously this is going to take a little while, and then we'll talk about it. We only have this selection, so I can't really change much, but that's fine, because we're only playing the demo. I know bits about it, but that's why I played the demo, but I can't go into all logistics and things like that, because obviously I haven't gone through that far. But it's just so you get a taste of the game, see what you reckon. See if it's something that, if you're I would say a long-time sufferer, that would be better the way, of my channel with the stuff that I do you think it'd be nice something to watch, you know, on that? So me playing this and booling on with this, but we'll see. I think that's cool.
The Emperor himself has deemed you worthy to take charge of these lands. Once struck by disaster, they're now ready.
Pigs has always been worthy mess with that.
Your leadership. Your story begins here, on a humble island with azure shores. Latium. Whether you dream of a bustling trade empire or conquest-driven dominion, success is never guaranteed. No two cities will ever be the same, as every choice you make shapes your city in your image. Govern well, and the Emperor will sing your praises. Govern poorly, and, well, the consequences won't be pleasant. Every decision you make will shape your legacy. So, how does one become a good governor? Let's find out.
Absolutely. So here we are. As you can see, so the time has already started. It's not even an hour now, because it started when I started the game. So let's just run. This is our little island, Elysian. Not too much. We've got some trees, and we'll go through every single bit. We've got some, like I said, we've only got an hour, so I'll run through it and explain it. So I might not even get to the stages that I actually got before, because obviously I was just playing it. So we need, I call these plebs. There's another, obviously, just a normal residence. They're not any higher, so it's like a tier 1 residence. But we need to think on about construction. So we need a timber yard first, like we normally do. We would need a woodcutter, and then they would go into a sawmill. So we're looking for, let's say here, so we've got 100. The more that we've got, the better it is. We could have it here, but I think maybe over here might be, or over here might be a better way. But obviously, the further away, let's just place it here for now, because we want to get on with the game. The good thing about it is this line. I quite like that idea, because now I follow the line, as long as I'm higher than that. So I'm going to put my woodcutter over here. Right click that, go away. And then I want the sawmill. I want the sawmill in between the woodcutter and our landing platform, if you like. I think what they would call it, or something like that. And I don't want to place it too far up, but I think that'll be just fine, because we want to get a path to it, like that. This is why I like that the lines that go out. I think that's a really nice touch. Now, it might have been in the previous one, but I don't really know. And we'll do the lines to that. Now they'll start cutting. Obviously, it costs us money for everything, but we've got 19,000. We don't really need to worry. Now, I'll put the game off pause because we want to actually play it, because otherwise it doesn't make a difference, like I said, whether I have it on pause or not. The timer's still going down. Sometimes we get this, I don't know whether it's an edict or whatever his name is. It says build, I need to have some residents, basically. So I need to have these. In the previous players, I've placed them right here, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'm looking for a centre line, which I think is here. And I'm going to go up like that. I will be going... I'll go right the way up to the top. So that's my centre line. I'm going to start placing... I'm not going to actually place them on here, because I will be cutting this end out for later on. I'm actually going to place them on... just on a grid system, really. Now we need 10, but I'm going to space these out. I'm going to need a warehouse as well. Should I put the... Yeah, see, it needs a warehouse. I might put the warehouse just here. Different to where I've placed it before, but you'll see why. So this is my line. So now I can go up. I just think about, let's say the walking around. You've got quite a lot of freedom in this. You can't rotate these, because obviously they are a square. So now we've got... They're complaining about path, but we will do that. And I'll just place them... We'll probably need to get up to about here by the time we've finished. That's in the wrong place. Apologies. So we can right click and we can destroy them. So that's another thing that I've shown there. I want it to be one... No, I don't. I want it to be there. Why did I do that? Oh, it's all going well today, isn't it? Because that is the path. I put them on the path. I had done it right. It's the other ones I hadn't done right. So I'm just going to line this path up there. I don't particularly know how to walk in and out, but as you can see, we're getting right in there. It's incredibly well detailed. And what I like is, as you're going out, the detail goes. So obviously, it doesn't rent your graphics card. It doesn't, I mean, not that it really matters much for mine. It did say about update my graphics cards, and that's because I've got I'm done 2412. That's because of bar on the channel that if I use a later graphics, it tends to crash and things. But it's not failed. It's as steady as a rock. So we've got, I've got 8. We'll just go for another. We'll have more than what we actually need, and there's a reason for that. So now we're just going to line these up. A bit like a grid. I'm not sure. I think in Roman times they had their grid. Although I think this is set in... It would be Greece. Is it Greece? I may be wrong. If I apologise, it's Rome. But I don't think it. I think it's in Greece time. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so we're leaving this sort of space, but I'll probably put it somewhere else, and we will go right the way down there with these eventually. Now we've got... Now we need to look about food. So we've got the resident, which is these. He's come up here. So now this is what was baffling me before, because it doesn't... It says locked, but if you just press it, it unlocks. Don't particularly like that, because that doesn't imply that it's available to unlock. So we need some sardines and we need porridge. So sardines are relatively the easy one to do. I think this is where the fishing ground is. We have to make sure we've got enough wood. That's what the cuts down, goes to sawmill, and then goes to warehouse. As we can see here, if I press the warehouse, we've got the 21, which is that there. if I then find a space, it has to be obviously on the water. It can be any side. I'll put that right over there because that's the furthest. I think I could go. No, I've got. You can't actually rotate these things. Certain things will rotate automatically based on where you have it close to the path. There might, if it's a rectangle, it will obviously rotate. But now we got some sardines. Now they're wanting porridge. But we need to have an oat farm. So we really need to have these as far away as possible. Because this is all where we're going to put, people's houses, if we like. So I think, I wouldn't normally have had it here. But we're going to do something, I tried to do something different in the ones that you see compared to what I play. I don't want to be too close to that, but I think I'll come, let's say, here. Now,
It's the governor.
So I worked out that it's a 4 and a 4. And then we're going to do, I think we have a 4. You can see on the right-hand side, as I'm going up, it's going up and tell me how many I need. So there's me fields, if you like. I'm gonna have a place for an industrial, but I don't think this is enough. So I'm gonna come back, build the road, because I need to decide where I want the road. I'm gonna go back again, and I'm gonna build another one at the other side. So we get 2. Right click. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It did the porridge thing. Oh, you silly thing. Sometimes you can select the wrong thing. That's what I was thinking. Why is that not working? Because you need to get the fields. It's typical. When I'm recording now, it's going haywire. There we get the 80 again. So they're both using the same road. You've got to be careful. I don't think you use, apart from money, I don't think you use any resources for the path. So it's quite nice. It's really versatile. This may be the same as what Nano was, 1800, but I don't really know, like I said. So now we've got these going. Now these need plebs. These. So we should have enough. Now, as we're starting to produce things, we aren't producing the result yet, the porridge, but they'll start to feed themselves. Now, we've obviously got one up here. As we can see here, we're at the percentage at the moment. Once we've done that, we'll get another thing to do, and it'll start to open up. I don't want these sort of. I want them close-ish, but I also need to build. I'm going to build another warehouse. Because warehouses they've only got so much field of influence. I can't see the influence here. But that might be another button that I haven't worked out yet. But obviously I've got a warehouse here. And that won't have influence on there. So they'll need to store this somewhere. So if I put a warehouse here, they can come from here into the warehouse. And they're already going there. If I put the porridge to make it right the way down here, they'd have to walk. As you can see, there's a lot of walking going on, but they only have to do that. So I think we'll build for a better word, some sort of industrial here. I don't want to be too far away. Maybe I'll do it that side, and then work it to the other way. I'll just do this here. Now this is water. Later on, it'll go for clay. Or I think it needs a bread. I think when you're producing bread, which needs charcoal and things, that needs water to be able to spin the water wheel, I think, and things like that. But anyway, hopefully we'll get there in this play, but we'll see. I press the. I'll call him a pleb. It's easier to think what they are, and then I'll just basically put them on this side. So they're going to go from here. They may go straight in there, but obviously if there's more available, it will go into the warehouse and then go into here. But there's nothing available at the moment. I'm going to do a little path around. I'm not too sure that how they did this in them times, but you know, it looks neat, and that's what we want. I could extend this out and get rid of 2 of these and give this a wheel. The reason why for this, sorry about that, a bit of hiccups there, is a market. I'm going to have a market, so I'm going to have to cut this and redo. But the market's not available yet until we get these higher. And that's the thing. So we press on them. They're just starting now. So they got the sardines, they got the no porridge, but when they get that, then they'll go to the next level, and we can see what the next level will be. I'll just press on here. We'll buy these goods, because we've got tons of money anyway. We don't want to... So now I've got more wood. It may pay to think about putting another sawmill at the other side, because obviously we're trying to keep building, and obviously we need the wood and the other things to be able to build it. So let's do that anyway. We're waiting for them. Here we go. Oh, this is where I was waiting. So this guy's I don't know what to call him. He tells you what you need to do, or gives you, say, oh, my lord, decide on that. You know what I mean?
Something for your consideration, Addy.
That's it, Addy. I couldn't remember what the name was. Your residents have needs that are grouped in categories such as food, fashion, or public. I like the way they've done this. That's the second one. It's up to you to decide. So that's what I just showed you, where you saw the food different items for that particular level. So they're a level 1. Once each category has been upgraded for your upgraded residents to the next level. So that's what it is. So basically what he's saying is, when this bar gets around to full, I can then upgrade. But when I upgrade, that residence is then going to need other things to be able, because they want, I want pottery, or I want this, or I want that. So, you know, basically I would assume like how all Nano and other, you know, games play. But we have to wait, you see, we have to wait. So we might as well do other things while we're waiting and try and get the other materials in. So I'll get this. I want to get it as much as I can. I suppose it's not too bad there. Well, that's in the 90s. That's in that's quite high. 140 something. We may. I'll better get another sawmill. Where are we? There. Go to the sawmill. I'll just place the... See what I mean by it said it turned? It was as soon as I got it, it turned itself around. That's why I like that. I like how this is... It really allows you to see where things are. It's like trying to work out where the line is. And then we'll do that. It may want another warehouse, which may be a good idea to get. I think we can get the warehouse, yeah, just about in there. I'll put it at this side because it's not using as many destroying trees. So we've got another one in there. I've now got this second selection, so I select that. And now we've got a market. So that doesn't need the T2, it's still just on the Tier 1. So we've got a market and we've got a tavern. This will allow, obviously, things to buy, etc, etc. So I'll press this. So now I've got the tavern, the market. I really want the market.
Public services should be erected close to residences in order to meet people's needs.
There you go. So I don't really want them here, because if I put it right close, this is not getting, there's no need. So I need to be sort of somewhere up here, I think. So I'm going to have to... I think I can do it from here. Yep, that's it. I'll just tick away some of this road. Then we'll go back and... Oops, wrong one. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, I'll get it there in a minute. Oh, which one is it? Oh, it's that one. I always thought they'd be on that thing, you see. So this is... there we go. That, that might be okay. I'll send it there. Probably should have been there, to be honest. That would have been a better one. I'll get rid of this. Don't need the 2 markets. Now I can go back and put the road in. Now we also need the... We can get the tavern as well. He's actually in line with that. Oh, that's actually better than what I've ever had it. I always had it the other way, and it didn't line up properly, and it really annoyed me. So I'm going to do a road around again. I don't know whether you need a road around, but I'm just going to do it. And then we've got a place here for putting more of these in, more plebs. We don't particularly need them. And well, let's have a look at our... Yeah, I've got plus 16 residents. I can't remember where it says I need. Population total, I need 50. So yeah, I think we're not doing too bad. Yeah, so this is the second one coming up. But until I can get these full, I can't actually upgrade. Ah, here we go. So this is what the upgraded plebs, or whatever you want to call them, would need. We've got some fashion, because we need some fashion, and we need other things. So this needs the hemp farm, and it needs the spinner. So again, it's more of a again, another farm, if you like I said. So I can use that there, baby. Doesn't matter. I can put one. I could put a path around. There is an area of effect. I haven't fully worked out how the area of effect works with farms, right? Because we've only got demo. I've only got 39 minutes. I can't be like, oh, where's this and what that, and you know what I mean. It's only the first phase of this, and hopefully when they do maybe another option, I'll be able to play it again and get used to the other parts. I suppose I really want them all next to each other. I think that'd be a... that's a 4. That's a 4. That's okay. We need 60. I think that might be just 2. There we go. That's that one. It's probably a bit bad this because I'm putting this at this side, but again, it doesn't fully make... this is why I like that. So that'll allow me to put that in line. Anybody who's got the things like OCD or something, this is brilliant because you just don't have to worry. It's like, hey, this is going to tell me everything. I'm going to need another path to put it into it like that. It will... I think it will go this way anyway. And obviously, that's why I put the warehouse. Because these could all go in the warehouse. If we look at the warehouse, we've got 9 food. We've got some weapons. And we've got porridge as well. So they're going from here into this warehouse. We've got no wheat or anything. I think that's wheat, if I remember right. Yeah, because it's actually getting used. So instead of them putting it down here, they probably would even complain they couldn't be down there. I can't do second residence yet, as you can see. They're almost there. Because obviously this porridge. And I suppose if I made the porridge further down and put a warehouse here, it wouldn't have to go so far. So there is, there is improvements. I don't know which is right, don't know which is wrong. I've, like I said, I've just sort of got on with it. Now, this needs a 3. I remember this. Let me just... Here's our line. Now, obviously, I could do this line as well. Which I'll probably do that line, actually. And we'll be filling a lot of this up with houses eventually if we get there, because of the time. Yeah, this needs... I'm putting 3 spaces, and you'll see why. I'm going to right-click that, get off. This needs 3. I've done that as a 3. I suppose what I could have done is done that. I don't know whether that could work here and these fields could be in front. Because it needs a road, you see. You probably don't need all this, but as you can see, look, then we can have another 3 here. Again, so they're close to this warehouse. And now they're gonna walk around and put the stuff into the warehouse. Now we can whoops, wrong button. It's very intuitive. Yeah, you see, it just turned itself on whilst I was loading. And I don't think I need to. But I'll put 2 nonetheless. You know, we're not starving of money yet, like. I think eventually at the end of the game, I think I actually run out of money before. Obviously, we can pan round. Oh, that's a bit weird. We can pan round and have a look at and, you know, do the normal stuff that we want to do. I didn't show you that. I just quite like that. As you can see, the quality has gone down. But as we push it in, you can see it redo itself. That's nice. Because it increases the speed of the game. The game is then more fluid. It's more dynamic, you know?
Checked again. It's still empty.
Right, so we have not got enough. We've not got enough of the tier 1. But we're going to have some more anyway. So that's not a problem. Okay, I'll get rid of that. So I'll get rid of this. What we'll do then... Oops, wrong one. Go to... right over there. There they are. 1 space. 1 space. And, oh, pigs, you just did 1 line. That's just... that's just frustrating. Not to worry. I would, in my own game, I would delete all them and be getting rid of them because it would wind me up, but we're not going to bother with this. I suppose that's not too bad. I mean, it, in fact, actually doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's forego the space that I created myself. Oh, no. It's not too bad, actually. And then we'll have this round the back. Like so. So then we've got this, and then they'll start. Obviously, we can't fill this, but we can actually go to here and start filling in some nice shrubs and things like that if we really wanted to. So there's that to do. But again, we're oops, get off. Right click. Sometimes this can be a bit of a to get rid of it. It's a bit annoying, if you like. I'll just put 2 paths, so they're now interlinked again. I'll just show you the shrubs. So we can either put some, a little bit of foliage. Let's say we want, I don't know, a couple of trees. Just something nice. I don't think in the demo it makes too much of a difference, but, you know. And then I'll put some foliage. Foliage. I could some wildflowers. I'll put some wildflowers. Wildflowers here. Wildflowers here. And then we'll put some maybe shrubs in there. And as you can, if I scroll in, you can see them looking pretty dandy. I don't know what the flashing thing is up there, but I don't know whether that's a graphics card glitchy thing or not. But it doesn't do it when you're out. I think it might be the water, actually. The shine on the water. That's what it is. Right then. So have they upgraded themselves? No, they've not upgraded themselves. Oh, we've got our mates come up. Objectives will affect the attributes of nearby buildings. So this is what I was on about. Where they're put. I don't know whether I put them in a good place or not. View the attributes of any public building at the top. So that's something in maybe another demo or something later on in the game that I'm going to have to learn and work out. Choose carefully when placing buildings close to each other to maximize the benefit and mitigate the risk. I've just put them because they feel feels to me. I mean, why would you want like all your farming stuff around your town? But again, it's the way it goes. There we go. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for the what I call the tier 2. So that's the 1, and I can't upgrade yet. We're almost there. We're almost got it done. Let's see if there's anything else. Now, I could go for the fashion. Oh, I've got the sheep. Do I have... Oh, yes, I do, because I've got them there. So I don't need any of that. I haven't got the clothing, though. Which I don't think I have. No, that's the sheep. So, yeah, I haven't got the clothing one. So let's put the clothing one here. Round the... so they'll go do that as well. And again, they've got the warehouse to be able to be used. Obviously, they can't walk fully around there because they can't get around here, but they've got this. So now they'll get all this and then make the clothing, which this guy doesn't. These ones don't need. We go here. They don't need it. You see, they've got everything that they need. They're not exactly fashion conscious, are they? So, oh, here we go. There we go. He's now up to the full.
All our hopes rest on this shining pillar of civilization.
So now she's given me some other things I can do. So I have to unlock this. Like I said, I don't particularly... It implies that I can't unlock it. Now I've got bread. And I've got garment. That's, pottery, I would say. We again need a wheat field.
Essential in demonstrating your control of an island.
Oh yeah, they're on about. It's on about having a villa. Oh yeah. I need to. Yeah. So what I need to do is. This is a bit different. No, it's not that. It's a bit weird this because you're selecting them and you're not. So you've got to select the tile, and then I've got to select the tile again, and I get no. I should get a clay, shouldn't I? Can I get clay? There's a clay pit. I'm just trying to find a clay pit, but apparently it's not coming up. Oh, it's here. It's behind that stupid thing there. I knew I couldn't see it. So we can... This is where we can produce the clay to what we want to do. I could have it up here. Like for here. But if I have the clay there, then I'm going to need to have... Because it needs charcoal to burn, I'm going to need sort of a wood stock as well. But that's what I don't really want it there. So I was thinking of maybe having, because this is where we get in our forest. Maybe this is the better one. So we'll put one there.
There's a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Yeah. So these are complaining because these need the two T2 or whatever you want. Not T2. They need the second. I can't remember where it tells you how many I need compared to how many I've got, if you like. So I need to upgrade. It does tell me how many I've got here. If I select this, I've got 2 and I need 4. So I'm going to need some more of these. But I've got to be careful because when I upgrade to this second tier, the first tier will be less. So I'll have to upgrade to the first tier first. That's what I've been working out. Because I was thinking, why is it not working then? I need to sort of bolster... I wish this would go away. Sometimes I wish then when you select something else, it would automatically get rid of itself. We've already got a... So I've got some more tier. Obviously, they can't, again, upgrade straight away. But if I upgrade to the second tier, if you like I said, they can't, there's no... Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. Okay, that'll do. Oh, in fact, actually, it should be here, not there. There you go. We got there in the end. Oh, cool. Thank you. Whew. That was a bit of a work. Now we'll just do this as well. That's now got, but I'm gonna need.
It does you good to eat a sardine.
I'm gonna need at least
I can't wear a toga. You've missed
4,
the sight of me bone.
which should be now. This should now get to 4. So that's a full
There's no warehouse.
at full speed. No, there is no. Well, there is a warehouse, but well, technically there is a warehouse with that, but Pigs has not joined it up yet. So now she should be happy to put that in there, but we're going to do something else as well. We're going to now have the tile, but I'm going to put this here.
There is a shortage of workforce.
I know there's a shortage of words, so we've only got 2, but you can see now it's needing charcoal, so I'm going to need a lot more of the extra ones, but I need to be in where the wood is, because obviously they're going to put the wood down and then burn the wood. This is every game that you play, it's always wood oriented, isn't it? I'll then... Oh, that was good. So she's going to cut this and it's going to turn it into charcoal, which is then going to go there. But I've only got 1, and I've only got 1 there, and I've only got 1 here, and I've got 1 there. So basically I'm going to need a lot more. So I need to upgrade. That's why I built some more of the first lot. Let's see how many. I don't want to go too far, because they can't do the first tier's work. They can only do the second one. There's 3. That's 3. And that's 3. So I need another 3. So that should technically be enough for what I want at the moment. There's 4. There's 4. And there's 4. Now, it just cost me money to run. As you can see, it's going down. But in the demo, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. I wish that would go. Go away. I was gonna do some nice little shrubs. There's to you. There, that looks nice. It gives us a bit of a around the marketplace and the tavern. So when they're drunk, they can come out and fall over the trees and not try and injure themselves. Right. We're not getting any clay. It would make sense to get a second clay, but now they're going to complain again. I've got to look at these as well in a minute. That's another concern that I've got. Go. Oh, sorry. I wish that would just go. I wish you could just click it and it would just go off. I'm going to connect this. No, I can only do it that way. That'll do. So I've got 3. Everybody's got 3 now, because obviously I've added some more in, so I've got to check.
Mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
That's a nice room. I need to build some more. Because I'm taking these out, and these need to run for like the farms and things. That's not too shabby, I suppose. Actually, it probably looks the best one I've done since I've had displayed the demo. Because I had stuff all over the place when I first was playing it. So we can have a little shrubs in here and little shrubs in there. Then, anyway. So that's got that going. Now, as we can see here, we've got insufficient workforce, even now. So, what have we got? That's not workforce. I've only got 2, so I haven't still got enough workforce. This is the problem. You upgrade the others, and basically you lose the first tier. I don't know whether I've got enough food. Oh yeah, I've got enough sardines. I don't need to worry about them. Probably doing a pathing system like this is really expensive, but I was just experimenting when I was messing about. So we should have, yeah, see now they're building the tiles. Now I don't know how many tiles I've got. I'll have to go and have a look. Have got any tiles? I've got 1 tile. We've only got 19 minutes left. They're on about me. Let's go to this.
Something for your consideration, Harry.
Most buildings require workforce to function. Different workforce types may need to be different. So that's what it's all about with that. I call it the tier 2. You know, that lady. So there we go. Workforce is derived from population, the residence tiers. And so the population, which is what I had down at the bottom. I don't know whether it's the same image actually. Like here, it tells me what the population is. That must be it's an area of effect. I see. So that could be like fire. So this could set a fire, which would set other things afire. So we'd have to have some sort of protection on here. Which I'm trying to think which it is. I got to military, but I didn't know what I was doing with it because there was nothing to fight. But it did work. She wants. We got the. That was it. I wanted the. Yeah, because construction costs. It takes 1 tile. You see, you can see there. That takes 2 tiles, and that doesn't. That means it doesn't have enough tiles. So I'm gonna need. I think this is a 4.
Shyness is beard. Look who's here.
That's me 4. Oh yeah, because I can't. That's true. It won't allow me to go any more than that because that's as much as it needs. Then we'll again put the road in. So again, it'll go out into the warehouse, and this is obviously what the warehouse we've got at this. I don't know whether it shares all the warehouses actually. Yeah, it looks as if it shares the warehouse. All the warehouses are shared and not. You select this one and it gives you what's in this one. compared to what's in the next that one. Because you would assume that would have timber, like here, but you would assume this wouldn't have timber because it's not cutting anything down. Well, that's my idea anyway.
Your city is growing, and the chance of an incident with it. Build institutions to better deal with such incidents.
Yep. Okie dokie. Yeah, so this is the grain mill. I thought it was a bread, but it needs a river slot. So you see, it can't go anywhere unless it goes to a river slot. Now it's telling me we need the grain and with output to the storage. So we got the grain. It will flow into here. Now this is where the warehouse. If this warehouse wasn't close, too many transporter loading delay. This is probably to do with there's too many. There's not enough for another warehouse, or I've got too many of these going to this. I assume. That's what it is. Now I haven't got. You can see this is a greyish colour. I haven't got enough. I could put it. Yeah, I think I'll put it there actually. So I just haven't got the tiles. That's what I'm missing. Just the tiles. I've got 2. But I need 3. And at least that'll go straight into there. And that will go into the warehouse with the salt. And we've got 1 wheat. So I assume that has got a chance to go up to there. I quite like it. There's a huge amount to learn in this game. And, you know, it's very well put together. It looks, you know, you've got to imagine that this is, in my English, pounds. And you'd have to convert it if you're obviously in Germany. I know the Germans watch this, and I know the Spanish and some of the French watch it in all sorts of on my channels. So you're gonna have, unfortunately, you're gonna have to convert it. Well, I suppose that would be euros, wouldn't it? Into the thing. But I just thought at £50, I think that's pretty reasonable compared to, like I said, we pay a lot for other, and the games don't last that long. You know, I'm not a person that likes to pay, or would pay, for an example, £70 or £80 for a game that's going to last 15 hours. I just don't see the point of it. I'd rather pay something like this that's got playability, and every time I play on another map or another, I get something different. You know, I suppose that's the city builders. That's what it is, isn't it? It's just, you know, it's how they are. You know. Now these also will want to upgrade. You can downgrade them as well, so they'll give me a, you know, if you haven't got enough. Now we also need household needs. That's the pottery situation. So I need this, like the fishery, right? So this needs, I think it's a different sort of fish. So I'll put this at the end of here. So now that's getting done. So they'll be happy with that. Yeah, so it's a different, compared to what we've got here. These are the sardines and things. Doesn't say what they are on there. Which then they'll go into what they want. Then we need the salt punch. Huh. The trouble is, if I do this, then I can't build this thing, can I? Because I don't. Do I have any? Yes, I do have enough. So now I've built I don't have the tiles to do them, but we've got the input from that. That's there. We're gonna have the output as the bread. We need the charcoal, and we've got no charcoal because for some other reason the charcoal is not doing any charcoal things. Why aren't you doing any charcoal things? We are doing some charcoal here now. Because it's doing the... probably what the best thing is to do then is if it needs the charcoal, would be to build another one here. Or we could do it. I want to do it that it's got enough. No, it's not really got a lot. Or could we go over here and see what this is? Yeah, that's not really a lot, is it either? I'm looking at the number where it says 63. That's terrible. Although it might be enough for... It might be enough for our needs here. Yeah, that 90 is not too bad.
Shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Yeah, because then I need some more of the next tier. Done that one, done that one, done that one. That one's fine. That was fine. It'll probably complain now, so I'll have to upgrade. I'll have to upgrade and get some more of the other. But now we've got only three of. I've got no. Oh yes, I'm talking forest area. It's not great. It needs to be about 120 to be full speed. But I haven't got really a decent size forest place to be able to be doing it. Like this one's at 141. But it should be enough to run that though. Now I've got 10 minutes left. So I hope you enjoy it. You get the concept. I don't know everything yet, so I can't explain everything. But it's just about what connects to what. I had to work and sit there. So why isn't this working? Or this is doing this or whatever, you know? Oh, we'll get these now.
Something for your consideration, Eddie.
Need that to fulfill yeah, so attributes going to benefit your city, e.g. increases in the population will increase your workforce income with increase your wealth over time. I don't get any wealth. As the city grows, demands for the goods grow. Check the regularity or residents' needs fulfilled to yeah, because they want to obviously migrate to our. Well, it's not really a city like, is it? See what I mean? How incredibly detailed that is, and you go right away. So we are getting most. It's just this household needs that will send it to higher. They're on about me having a villa. This is the villa here. When this silly thing gets out of the way.
If an island is invaded, your villa will be the main target.
I haven't got the time for that because I did this before. Sorry, man. I did this ages ago in the last one and got a villa and it got an army, but because I'm talking about what I'm doing and why and this and everything else, I'm not actually needing it. So we've got our, you know, like here, the island population. We've got what we've got in there from needs from the area. The one of the frequencies, positive attributes can trigger their following prestige. No disease so far. Health, because of the charcoal, no doubt. So we are fulfilling some. The fire, which would be.
The fire must be kept burning at all cost.
Okay, so we're at. Okay. It's. I'm trying to think which one is this. Oh yeah, that's charcoal burner. Go away. Yeah, there's the city watch. Fights the fires. So in here, this is obviously we're gonna have to be careful. I'll put one here, and because we know that these two buildings, I think it's these two buildings. And I'll put one there. That's a terrible place, but still. I need. Oh, I've got 6, so I've got a choice of which one I do. I'll do that one, and I've only got one enough. So now this should be okay for the fire, which will obviously reduce this amount, hopefully. All these things I've got, like I said, I've got to learn. Fights and rest. And that's fights disease. We haven't got any disease yet. Find a digital overview of production and economy. Yeah, so this is all our stuff. As I haven't got that much, I've only got so many minutes left. I think it's complaining that it's not.
Demand, perhaps.
No, there's demand, all right. Yeah, we're getting. I think he's putting this to the warehouse. Yeah, he's putting this to the warehouse. Probably would have been better to have a warehouse close to this. But not to worry. Ah, this is our next... We're not going to be able to do much with it. I don't think I've actually got here before. I'll start operating Sandra. Yeah, so... Don't know what even this is. Blimey hell, that's a... Oh, that's public bath. Public services, isn't it? Sanitary bath. It's a bath. So, effective of area would be better here, wouldn't it? So that's a public bath. But we're going to need at least 5 tiles for that. What's the next one then? With the reading of poetry comes real risk of becoming unbelievably clever. That's never something I've had to worry about. The trouble is, if I don't have this anywhere near... It's not going to have effect, although it's not really going to make a difference. There's only 4 minutes left. But what happens is, if you can't build them, you get this grey. So that I like that, because you can put the structure down and then bend around it and then put it in when you want to put it, instead of having to work out how many tiles does this need, and then you do it wrong, and then you realise you have to destroy everything just to, just to make it, functional, which I don't really like. We'll get some. Let's get some trees. Again, it didn't look too bad. It's got to peel. So there'll be a lot to, if I went for this, there'll be a lot to work out, like, what has an influence where. But it's incredibly detailed. So we don't have enough. I've got 3. I've got 3, but I need 5. It says mission. So I need 5 for that. I'll need quite a lot for that. I probably should have had a couple of... I suppose I am doing 2 here. Again, I suppose if you do that, then you need more... I suppose in this game, you've got to balance this lot with a cost of what this is. Because I'm just constantly losing money. Now, I don't know whether that's just the way it is. The caterpillar silent as the public care. You leaving symbols of eternal city must now find the words to guide them. Declare the value of that is guide your relationship. There. It's just an honest labour. I have no idea. I would go for faith. Everybody seems to like a bit of faith now and then.
Time religious belief in your city was shaped to your advantage, Are.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that then. Oh, I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen this battle before. Keep a patron god and superior gods require research to unlock. Yeah, this is all set. it's not going to make a difference because I'll just say,
A simply divine choice. Your
Oh, yeah.
people will delight in lighting their lamps for.
absolutely. Oh, there's something here. We not obviously got that because I haven't got this this yet. Ha. Oh, they're. I think they want. Which is the one they want? The medical, isn't it? So let's get the. Yeah, let's get the medical in. That cost me. That cost me all me tiles that I had for the other. It doesn't matter anyway. So that'll help with any. We should be getting a bit healthy now. Fire. I never worry about a fire. Clay pit minus. So I assume that the clay pit has a potential to go to fire. But I did. Oh no, I didn't actually do it, did I? That's why. But it's not going to make a difference. I've got 36 seconds left on the clock at the top. I can't go off after that. That's it. That's the game finished. So while we're waiting for that, I hope you've enjoyed this. And I really enjoyed it. So I didn't have these all here. I had them down here before, and some other things I didn't get to. Certainly didn't get to the library or the bathhouse and things like that before. Even though I was doing other stuff, it doesn't matter if I pause or not because the time's still running anyway. So I think the game's lovely. I think it's done really well. Anyway, there we go. End of the demo. Just over an hour. Like I said, that's all we had to give. But I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought of the game. Apologies of me not knowing everything. Like I said, I've just played the demo and tried to learn the different parts as a small parts. Because Anno games, they're really intense. I remember the years ago when I tried to play, it can be overwhelming. So that's why I only did the small bits just to say what I've worked out as playing the demos. Bearing in mind, this is 4 hours I played the demos. So I played it 4 times. The first one was terrible because I really didn't know what I was doing. And then as a better, I've sort of worked out which bit needs bits. And I've got a little bit further in that demo, like I've just shown there and said there. But anyway, take care. We will see you in another demo. Bye for now.